Good Thursday, everyone, and welcome to this edition of Conversations Daily News. I'm your host, Cyrus Webb. Glad you all could join us once again. Well, we made it over the hump, and we're in the home stretch towards the weekend. We, of course, have your news headlines coming up on this Thursday. We have the Truth of the Day with Mary Ellen Ciganovich, and today, in an entertainment spotlight, you're being part of my conversation with actress Kate Watson, who has a brand new movie coming out this Friday on Lifetime called Killer Advice. Enjoy today's broadcast. For Conversations Daily News, I'm Cyrus Webb with your Thursday headlines. In Mississippi news, the Mississippi State Department of Health has reported 791 new COVID-19 cases in Mississippi and 26 additional deaths. There have now been in Mississippi 277,322 COVID-19 cases and 6,158 coronavirus-related deaths in the state since March of 2020. In a related story, demand for COVID-19 vaccine far exceeds supply in Mississippi. Mississippi health leaders said of this week, 254,000 Mississippians have received the COVID-19 vaccine, but the demand for the vaccine far exceeds the supply, not only in Mississippi, but across the country. Mississippi is expected to receive about 45,000 doses next week. We've been sharing more and more with the Baptist System and St. Dominic and UMMC, so there will be more and more available, not only through our drive-through locations, but also through local partners who are out there making sure that they can get as much vaccine into people as we can, said the state health officer, Dr. Thomas Dobbs. Governor Tate Reeves announced on Tuesday morning that 30,000 vaccine appointments were available. The appointments were booked within 2 hours. Dobbs said the supply problem is due to manufacturing challenges. They're very elegant vaccines, but there's some production bottlenecks, and it's really kind of amazing that we have as much as we do, honestly, Dobbs said. Reeves said he participated in a call with the Biden administration focused on the vaccine and supply problems. The primary takeaway from that particular call is what we've been saying in Mississippi for quite some time, and that is, we really need the administration to focus on the supply issues. Focus on manufacturing, Reeves said. Dobbs said with more vaccines and arms, the state is seeing a decline in COVID-19 cases, but Mississippi is not in the clear. He encouraged everyone to continue wearing masks and practice social distancing. In more COVID-19 news, study finds COVID-19 vaccine may reduce virus transmission. AstraZeneca's COVID-19 vaccine does more than prevent people from falling seriously ill. It appears to reduce transmission of the virus and offer strong protection for 3 months on just a single dose, researchers said on Wednesday in an encouraging turn in the campaign to suppress the outbreak. The preliminary findings from Oxford University, a co-developer of the vaccine, could vindicate the British government's controversial strategy of delaying the second shot for up to 12 weeks so that more people can be quickly given a first dose. Up till now, the recommended time between doses has been 4 weeks. In national news, Biden shows flexibility but tells House to go big on aid. President Joe Biden told House Democrats on Wednesday he's not married to an absolute number on his $1.9 trillion COVID rescue plan, but Congress needs to act fast on relief for the pandemic and the economic crisis. Biden also said he doesn't want to budge from his proposed $1,400 indirect payments that he said were promised to Americans. Look, we got a lot of people hurting in our country today, Biden said. We need to act. We need to act fast. We need to restore the soul of the country. On the direct payments, he said, I'm not going to start my administration by breaking a promise to the American people. The meeting with House Democrats and another later with Democratic senators came as the president steps up his public engagements with lawmakers on pandemic aid and an economic recovery package, together his first legislative priority and a test of the administration's ability to deliver. Biden's remarks to the Democratic House caucus were relayed by 2 people who requested anonymity to discuss the private conference call. While Biden is trying to build bipartisan support from Republicans, he is also prepared to rely on the Democratic majority in Congress to push his top agenda item into law. Republicans object to his package as excessive, preferring a $618 billion alternative, but Biden panned that as insufficient, even as he continues private talks with Republicans on potential areas of compromise. In business news, the Associated Press says Amazon CEO Jeff Bezos may step down without stepping away. Even after stepping aside as CEO, Amazon founder Jeff Bezos will likely keep identifying new frontiers for the world's dominant e-commerce company. His successor, meanwhile, gets to deal with escalating efforts to curtail Amazon's power. And finally, in entertainment news, with Mank and The Crown, Netflix dominates Golden Globe nominees. After a year where the pandemic nearly emptied movie theaters, Netflix dominated nominations to the 78th Golden Globe Awards on Wednesday, with David Fincher's Mank leading film nominees with 6 nominations and The Crown topping all television series. The Globes, delayed about 2 months due to the coronavirus, tried to muster some of the awards' usual buzz on Wednesday, bereft of the kind of red carpet glamour the Globes annually feast on. Cyrus Webb, Conversations Daily News. It's now time for the Truth of the Day with Mary Ellen Ciganovich. Enjoy.
Hi, this is Mary Ellen with your Truth of the Day. Be gentle with yourself. During the times in your life when you are filled with change, turmoil, or misperceptions, it is very important to be gentle with yourself. Do not run yourself down, keeping up the momentum of your usual day. You might not even notice the fact that your life is in a whirlwind heading for a crash. It is important for you to become aware, to recognize life as it changes around you. Being gentle with yourself means you accomplish what you can and leave the rest for another day. It means you honor yourself. It means you take care of your needs, the needs of your body. Then you can take care of others. Of course, honoring yourself means different things to different people. For you, it might mean taking an hour of stillness to meditate, going for a pedicure or manicure, having a session with a healer, getting a massage, or simply getting some extra sleep. Whatever honoring yourself means to you, be sure you take time to do it. Today, create space for a more positive, loving, and accepting view of your life and yourself as you go about and enjoy the day.
Kate Watson is featured in today's Entertainment Spotlight right here on Conversations Daily News. For Conversations Daily News, I'm Cyrus Webb with the Entertainment Spotlight. Actress Kate Watson joined me recently on Conversations Live, the radio show, to talk about her career. She has a brand new movie coming out on February the 5th called Killer Advice on Lifetime. Here's a bit of our conversation.
So what has it been like for you, Kate, to be able to do something that you love and then to see people respond to it the way they are?
You know, as a true lover of film and consumer of film and television, you know, to be a part of this world and this craft, it's so thrilling. I think that, you know, I got into this industry because growing up as a little girl, I connected so much with the films and the television that I was seeing, things that would move me and make me see life through a different pair of eyes or an experience or a character. To be that person who's been able to share that is a really rewarding thing. Whenever I get to hear from anyone who's seen a movie of mine and relates to it, it's just a really good feeling. So I love that part of it.
You know, I think, you know, for myself, as I've kind of followed your journey and even in prepping for this segment, I think the other cool thing is you've been able to bring different types of characters to life. Is that also part of the fun for you at this point, Kate, being able to not only to challenge yourself, but also to get your audience to see you in different roles?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, I think that what draws me to any role is really being able to experience a totally different person that's very separate to me as Kate Watson.
Yeah.
And I feel like, you know, I'm free spirit. I'm kind of easygoing. I'm originally from the Hawaiian Islands. So we kind of have that easygoing nature there in the islands. And I tend to be drawn to very, you know, dramatic roles that are challenging, that kind of shake me up. I'm a pretty strong woman, and roles that are very vulnerable. So being able to experience these characters and these different parts of myself kind of break me open in a different way. And that's a really rewarding experience, to kind of go through that process of experiencing life through a kind of different set of eyes.
Cyrus Webb, Conversations Daily News. We thank you all for tuning in to this edition of Conversations Daily News. We'll be with you guys on tomorrow to wrap up this week. Until then, I'm your host, Cyrus Webb, saying as always, enjoy your day, enjoy your life, enjoy your world. Thank you all for choosing Conversations Daily News today. Then let's make it a great one.